Our flag is proudly floating on the land and on the main. Shout, shout.
During the Civil War, Kentucky was a border state, and the population was greatly divided between those who favored the South and those who favored the North. Because of this division, Southern sympathizers decided to split Kentucky into two halves so that they could effectively secede from the government. After the split, Kentucky was no longer neutral, and towns such as Owensboro were quickly occupied by troops. When troops entered Davis County, they immediately took control of the courthouse because it was the largest government building in the area and it could also be well defended.
Shout the battle cry of freedom.
The government, it was a government building. It's probably the largest building by square footage that you had. You could close the windows on it, so you didn't have armory. You know, we have National Guard buildings and such now. They're just have been around for 100 years typically. So it was the seat of the government. That's the building you would want to hold. I mean, even you didn't have TV, radio station.
Everything that happened in the Davis County community revolved around the courthouse, which made it an important part of Owensboro's history.
They picked the courthouse because it was the big courthouse square. I mean, that's everyone came to court, one thing for one reason or another, and it was the focal point of the community. So you wanted it at that focal point.
The courthouse served its purpose as a base until it was burned to the ground on January 4th, 1865 by Confederate Captain Davidson because black troops had been stationed there.
She's never had a loss. Down with the eagle.
35 years after the Civil War and social conflict had ended, a group known as the United Daughters of the Confederacy decided to hold a fundraiser to gain money in hopes of creating a memorial. The United Daughters of the Confederacy took the money they earned to the courthouse to ask if a memorial could be built. The court allowed it and also said that any Union groups were also allowed to erect a memorial if they wished, but no group ever decided to build one. Owensboro society and infrastructure had been severely damaged by the Civil War, and many men had lost their lives. So the memorial was constructed to remember them and the hardships that were overcome.
Shout the battle cry of freedom.
He looked at it. Did you notice how he looked? Was this a general? Did he look like a Robert E. Lee commanding troops, or did he look like an infantryman, just a regular foot soldier?
Just a foot soldier.
Right. So it wasn't memorializing the great leaders of the Confederacy. It was the foot soldier. No one from Davis County became a general. None of the people who got in the Confederate Army ever rose to general. So it was a tribute to all the foot soldiers in the Confederate movement from Davis County. The second, one of the other interesting points is you notice he's not in a position to kill people. He's got his gun down. It's almost, the theory is that, and you notice he's facing south. He's not facing north, which, gun ready to fight someone, he's facing south, and some people have speculated